in-game leader time.
Yeah, boy.
How's that feeling?
It's good. It's a nice feeling. It's really fun.
Were you the one to step up and say like, hey, look, I'll give it a try, or was it kind of pushed on you?
Or just team decision, yeah.
Okay. What do you think of that as like a whole new challenge? You've never done it right at all.
No, it's I think I always been the second caller in so many teams, and I think it was really start of a new chapter in my career, if I say so, and I always wanted to be in the future, but yeah, it's going to be a really fun adventure for me, so.
Are you excited?
I'm really excited, yeah. It's going to be really fun, yeah.
And how do you think you're going to kind of go into this? Is it more still using what you guys had in the past? Is there something you want to say, okay, I'm changing this up straight away? What's it look like?
I'll say maybe in both ways, I'll say. I will need to play a bit more, I will get more time to it, and then we'll see how I will lead in the long run. But now at the moment, I'll try to figure it out how I'll do as a leader, right? So.
How are you going to work on like controlling these guys over here? Because I don't think that's going to be an easy task.
No, of course not. I mean, obviously, it's a perfect team to lead. They're really helpful, and they're really helpful outsider and inside service. So it's going to be really, obviously, it's going to be a tough task to do. But I'm really looking forward. It's going to be really fun. So.
Is it kind of more scary because you're doing it at Katowice as well? It's not like you get like an easy journey in. It's like first really big event of the year. Oh yes, and I'll lead.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's going to be a tough tournament, of course, but I mean, we have Alex as a stand from the academy team, and it's gonna maybe be a little like less pressure on our shoulders. But obviously, we wanna do the best for us, and yeah, we try to play do as much as we can with Alex here in Katowice, and then further on maybe in Bucharest when we're gonna play with Lotan in Springston. So yeah, we just try to. Perform as best as we can in this tournament, and try to think about the future as well.
Have you started any practice with Springs yet at all, or has it just all been with Alex?
I mean, also we play with both.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we play with mixed too.
Oh. How ready do you feel Zelix is? Because obviously this is a huge opportunity for a player to be able to stand in at Katowice. You getting on with him so far?
I mean, obviously I think he's a really good guy. He shoots hard. He shoots headshots. So I think obviously it's gonna be his first big event and his first big LAN, of course. So it's gonna be a really fun experience for him. Of course, I remember in these days when I was playing my first LAN event. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun for him, and I'm obviously gonna help as much as I can to him to perform. And yeah.
How's Roland been as an in-game leader so far in practice, man?
I would say that he started off amazingly, to be honest. He's super hardworking, really nice guy to be around always. But now as IGL, I think that he had to step up in terms of his communication, and I think that he's showing it. He's getting a lot out of his comfort zone, which is something that I think we needed. So yeah, I'm just really happy with the start we have with him right now.
You know, though, you guys shocked the world when we saw this drop, right? I think we were mid at Blast at the time. We see this change coming. I'm like, what the hell's going on? You're also going to be a bit more of a voice in the team as well, right? You're going to take over some responsibilities?
Yeah, I mean, of course, naturally, when you swap leaders. But I think that overall I was always pretty vocal in our team. I think that I always helped Kamil as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't think much changed for me, but it's just nice to have something new.
And what's the new guy bringing into the table? Because obviously MOUZ NXT just constantly has really good players, so we're expecting high things.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian, he has a lot of skill, for sure. I think he's a super nice guy as well. He's super calm and just super sweet, I would call it. When you play with him in the server, he's always trying to make everyone feel good about some things. But yeah, I'm just super excited to give him his first opportunity in a Tier 1 LAN, and hopefully that he enjoys the moment as well.
Do you think you can get him to his first arena this early on?
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Okay, I like that. You guys have a lot of faith, though, right? In each other. You've been on this journey together for a long time. No, you're laughing. You don't have much faith in him?
I do. I have a lot of faith in this team, in the players, in everyone. So I think we have the good pieces. I mean, obviously we'll play with the standing, but I think we can still go far.
He said make playoffs.
Yeah.
Take him to his first playoffs would be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think he has like 4 games on AHTV,
Dude, that'd be nuts, wouldn't it? 4 games, and then what, you need 2 more to get to the arena, or 3 more?
Yeah.
So then just give him that and then straight in.
I think he would be the most unproven player to play in Katowice playoffs.
Yeah. That would be a nice storyline, though. I'm going to try and drive that. Okay, we hope you get lots of really good games the whole way through. How has he been in practice at playing at this level? What's his been like kind of jump up when he has to play against some Tier 1 teams in practice?
I mean, he didn't play too much practice with us. He was either like spectating, trying to learn. Yeah. And
He's watching what you were playing with Spinks.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. But we also played with him a little, and we will play today, like after media,
Yep.
But I think he was doing great already. And I mean, of course, he needs to learn some stuff, He's a little bit inexperienced, but it's totally fine. But I think to his level, I think he's doing really good.
Now, I got to ask this. Could you maybe get him a good practice game? I don't know. Who'd be a really... Get him a practice game against Spirit as his first one. Do you think that'd be a nice way for him to learn?
Now we practice versus like a tier 1 team. So
Who have you got?
we were practicing versus G2 when he was playing.
Damn, you didn't make it easy for him at all, man. How was it?
Nah, he enjoyed it, I think. Yeah, he enjoyed playing.
Zelix, come over here. He's just telling me your first practice game with the team, you played against G2. How was that?
I mean, it was very good. I was like, I wanted to see how they play or how does it feel to play against them, and it was a good experience. Like,
Tell me this, because obviously I speak to all these guys normally, but they've been pros for a long time. How was it for you? Because obviously you're probably not playing against G2 right on Academy. What was it like when you connect to the server and you see these names, these people?
I mean, I felt the pressure a little bit, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like play against MongolZ and these type of players. So yeah, I mean, it was a good experience though, because I could see that how they are playing. Like they were playing in very like a team. So like there were many like good team plays, So it's not like individual plays and they are just coming and shooting at you, but they are like doing many good things like tier 1 level. So
Flamesy, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing very good, thank you. You feeling fresh?
Yeah, it's actually every time in Katowice people get sick, so I'm not gonna jinx myself by saying I'm feeling fresh, but I'm not feeling not fresh.
You're not feeling not fresh. Well, that's positive.
Yeah.
How you feeling after the rough game against Eternal Fire?
But actually, no. But the two things I understood is the scene once, like obviously we lost and it's a shame, but we're a new team. The second thing is the middle finger kind of part, yeah. But it actually like blast set me up because it was before the game and but actually I like from what I saw on Twitter, people want like more banter in CS, so it's something that I felt like obviously if you do it, you take the risk of people hating you on it in some sense, so it's okay. But also like it's a sport, it's competition, So in some sense, it's when I think about it, it's completely fine, even if a team does it. And obviously, saw some players doing jailbroken, this kind of players so I wasn't feeling too harsh on this kind of side, but at the moment I was full tilted. Like when you see this backlash from the community, then obviously as a player you don't want to hit that. Because also, like in CS, I feel like we get away with more stuff. Like let's say in Valorant, this middle figure would have.
Your career ended in Valorant.
Yeah, but so I feel like as a scene, there are some players who have that, like Apex, Cadian, Nerds, some of like individuals that are in teams that are doing more, and I think this is something that made me think like to start doing it, in some sense, because actually like it's not personal with the players against you.
Cool. Get Dan over here. I think Dan's good for this conversation. Tell him to come here.
So they're talking about like how when we win a round against some teams, you go up and scream on them, you fucking bot and this kind of stuff, and
Not fucking bot, I don't.
yeah, not bot, but like jokes like "Conde ta mère, putain." And they just want to. So what do you want to know?
We had a whole conversation about this.
Like what?
You're supposed to be learning to be an interviewer.
But I think, so I think we just want to know how you feel in the game when you go up and do this. Like, how do you think about doing this? Do you think about it before, or just like emotions that pop?
Yeah, I don't prepare it, as I said. It just goes out, and if something happens, and that's fun, I'm gonna scream it. Mostly if we win a run and it's a bit crazy. Like if Matu does something crazy or you 1v2 or whatever. Unfortunately, it's tough to do it on the stage because they can't hear you and they can't see you except if you're face to face.
Actually, with Astralis though, when you played in Copenhagen, I did like this. This was I actually think you're good with that. I think Cadian, but Cadian is also like We don't talk about Cadian. Delete it from the vlog. But it's like you.
When we win trophies?
Au revoir. Yeah. So I think some players are just good at that.
Yeah.
I think some players, like, they're good at reacting to it. Like, Nert is not doing this, but if the enemy does it to him, then he locks it. Yeah. So I think that's. But after the Eternal Fire incident, I will try to get it.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault, and it's just a middle finger. And also, the Eternal Fire fans are reacting really crazy.
I just told him they're probably the worst fans right now.
My Instagram is full of shit with that. We lost them 3 times in a row, and then they acting they won the World Cup, and it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Do you think that you've made the right decision so far, though, right? Because when I saw you with Blast, I remember just seeing a big smile on your face, still getting used to this whole look. But like, does it feel like you go, okay, this is where I wanted to be?
I think it's been going great from day one, and I mean, so far, it's been going better than I expected. So definitely, I think I've made the right choice, and I mean, we'll see tournament by tournament how it goes, but so far, so good.
Can you describe the feeling of like when you've been on a team like FaZe when you're on for so long and then moving to another team? Like, what is it like? Because for you, you had your career like a long time on both your teams before. You don't make like quick decisions to just jump to another team. Like some players might chop every year or so. So what's the feeling like when you do this? Is it a bit like scary maybe?
Yeah, it's first of all, it's really hard to do. I mean, obviously, like when you're in a team for so long, you make friends along the way. You meet your teammates. You really create some memories. You have a lot of success together. Especially when you win. Sometimes you don't win, but
That's just counted.
yeah, of course. But it's a journey that takes you there in the end, and if you have it for a long time, 3 years, maybe even 4 years I had in MOUZ, I think, then yeah, I mean, it is hard stuff to leave, and you just have to do some reflection, I think. I mean, where everyone wants to be in their career, and yeah, this was it for me. Yeah.
How much have you enjoyed the journey so far? Because obviously your career just goes like this, and this, but obviously FaZe winning the major, winning all the events, winning the Grand Slam, it's hard to kind of cap that. So like, what's the goal now for you? Where do you look at it?
I mean, I love competition, so I think that's that's what keeps me in it in a way. So it's tough without competition. I feel like it's something I really enjoy, and it's something that I think with CS as a player, as a person, I think I'm good at. So it fits me really well, and I understand that part, and I think joining this team, I think it's maybe gonna open up something in me. It's gonna maybe evolve in some aspects, and maybe at the same time I'm gonna give something to Vitality as well. So I think it works both ways. And with FaZe, actually, you look at them, they get Elige. They are a much different team than with me. So it's, I think, a win-win for both.
I've asked you some nice questions so far. I'm going to ask you a slightly difficult one. What has been the hardest part of joining Vitality, maybe like in the game, or just what's so different for you that you're like, oh God, okay, this is a bit daunting maybe?
There's not been much hard stuff. I think. I think the funniest thing would be maybe that it's sometimes in the first week it was kind of tough to understand what the French guys were saying, but over time you get used to the accents.
Yeah.
So I think it's no challenge. I think you need a bit of experience, and yeah, that's it.
The start of the year, but you were supposed to be at Blast Bounty. What happened?
To be honest, the main reason we didn't go to Blast Bounty is their hand. Right?
Oh no! What did he do?
He just slide off. Yeah.
Go. That's fine.
Yeah, bro.
How?
He just fell off. Yeah, fell off.
Fell over?
Yeah, on ice.
On ice? Oh, dude.
Good.
Is he good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, so this is your mouse hand, dude.
Yeah. I can play.
You can play.
Yeah, easy.
You can play it. How has he played in practice so far, Techno?
He's getting better. Yeah, day by day.
Yeah.
How long do you need to wear this for?
2 months or yeah, 2 months.
Shit, dude, that's the worst thing that could happen. When it happened, you were like, no.
Yes, I said.
Okay, so you fell over on the ice at home, you broke your arm, but you're still playing. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna play better?
Yeah, better.
Better?
Of course, better. Yeah.
All right, I like the confidence. How are you, bro?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy to be back on the road again, events?
Yeah, happy after the bounty. We miss bounty. Oh, I'm so happy to play.
His fault.
Yeah, his fault.
Yeah. What did you say to him when this happened?
Unlucky. Lucky.
How's he been in practice? He's been good, bad, struggling?
In the beginning, he was bad.
Yeah.
Hey, now he's good.
Okay. So what you're going to do, the other teams will see him and say, Mongols, that'd be so bad. And then you own everyone because they think you will be bad, but you're going to be really good. Yeah?
We'll own him.
You'll own them. I like this. So what do you want to say to all the Mongols supporters that have missed you out there right now?
Watch how we own them. Yeah.
You're going to be the headshot machine again?
Yeah. I'm gonna be the headshot machine.
Can we do this? What did you do when you got the really cool kill at the major? You did like...
Cool?
You know when you got a kill at the major?
Yeah.
And you did like... this.
Warming up.
All right, my G.
Mazi.
I love you, baby. It's so funny. Good shit, man. Thank you very much.
How's it going? How are you feeling with the new lineup ahead of, one of the most important tournaments of the year, not to make you too stressed?
No, but it's really good and really happy with my teammates and the staff around the team and everything is really great. And I was a little bit nervous of how it was going to be when I first decided to join, but very happily surprised and can't wait to play this tournament. As you say, it's one of the biggest ones and just want to show what we got.
Why were you nervous?
Well, there's obviously there's some big name players in the team, and you don't know how they are and how it's gonna be with them. And but it turns out they're really nice and helpful, so all good.
Might just be honeymoon, you know. They're nice now, and then the minute you miss a couple of frags, they're just on you. You've had experience with that, probably.
No, not really, but yeah, it could be maybe in a couple of months, Nico will start ripping our heads off. We don't know, but let's see.
How are you doing? You're the last one standing over here in Falcons. From the project so far. Is that a good feeling?
Yeah, new season, new lineup. That's kind of the story, no?
Did you need a change?
I think all of us needed a fresh start, to be honest. I don't think we can specifically say it was one or two guys' fault that the project didn't work out. I just think we didn't click together, and I think that's sadly the way it is sometimes. I would say that despite our results as a team, I think it was still one of the best experiences in terms of teammates. I think they were really nice, and I really believe that everyone tried their best to make it work. But to be honest, I think we could all feel that it didn't click in terms of the way we were approaching the game and how we wanted to play in the game. So sadly, that's the way it ended up. But I do believe that all of them will do perfectly fine in different lineups.
What a beautiful answer. You know how to answer these types of questions, I know. But talking about you are a player that achieved so much, really more than a lot of the players that are playing still currently. What is it like for you to be in like a project where you want to give everything and it is just not working? And how do you put that energy into this new lineup that you have now and the things that you can achieve with them?
No, I mean, obviously... I always have high standards for myself, and last year was obviously also very rough for me as an individual, but also in terms of the way I think about myself. So I obviously had a lot of doubts about myself last year, but I also have learned some valuable lessons that you can't always expect to be on the top of the top every single second of your career. So you have to fight for it, and you have to show that you want it more than anyone else. And that's obviously what I want to do with this lineup here in Falcons, is that I want to show what I'm capable of and that I'm still good enough to be at the highest level. And obviously that's my goal for myself in terms of individual. So yeah, I want to prove that I deserve to be here, and I obviously are going to do that.
Big change for you, and one of the most important roles in the entire team in terms of in-game leading, of course. So how's it going?
It's going well. Obviously, a lot of new things, new teammates, and of course at the start it's a bit more hard because we always need to put a lot of work, but now it's even harder because everything starts from scratch. But it's going well, and I enjoy my time here.
What do you think about that challenge? Because I think you're one of the most hyped IGLs right now in the scene, and people are really looking forward to this being also kind of a test for you, right? Because this is a completely different configuration of players and egos, I want to say as well.
Yeah, I already have some experience with building new teams. Like 2 years ago I joined Apex, then the next year I joined Heroic, now I'm joining Falcons, so I know how it is. And now it's a bit different, as you said, because I have some big players in Nico and Magis, and also my old teammates Dexter and Tesses. But so far it's going good, and I think we are on the same page with a lot of things. So I'm just excited about the future.
I mean, it's hard for you, right? It's like the biggest change in what, 5 years?
Yeah, 4 years I think. I think I've been on G2 for 4 years, and yeah, it's been something new, something refreshing at the start. But the guys are very cool. I felt like we got to know each other very quick. So yeah, so far everything has been going very nice for us. And as you said, not much information. We are not sure how the first event will go, but I think we're all happy where we are, and that's super important.
Is that a big mindset change for you personally? Because I mean, for 4 years you've been in the same system with the same management and the coaches and the routine and all that. How is that going?
Yeah, definitely. This has been one of the reasons why I wanted to switch as well, just to get something new, to get some new challenges, to push myself to do more, to do better. And I believe that I chose right people around me to help me do that. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a big challenge, but I will give my best. I know what I'm capable of, and as I said, I have the right support around me. So I'm looking forward for this project.
Finally, we did see the picture of you seeing, MongolZ and Hunter at the airport and MOUZ as well. What was that like? Were you like, oh man?
No, yeah, I haven't seen them in a month, and that's probably been, the longest I haven't seen them in 4 years. Like I spend more time with the team than with my girlfriend or family. So it was a bit weird to not see them for a month and then see them at the airport. I mean, obviously I knew I was going to see them at the airport, but it was super nice to see them. Obviously miss them. They're very close to me, not just as a teammate, but as a friend, and obviously Hunter, my brother. So it was nice to travel with them and discuss how the year started for both of us, and yeah, maybe we get to face each other here as well.
I really hope so. And on the MongolZ thing specifically, there are so many edits. I don't know if you're on TikTok, but there's so many edits of you two. It's insane. I mean, that's also my algorithm probably. But yeah, how's that gonna go? Because I know that you were very close. You were such a mentor for him as well.
I'm not worried for him, to be honest. He's the best player, like one of the best players in the world. So I think he's in a good place. I think he has a very good team around him, and he might do even better without me. Who knows? He maybe will have more space. But I will always be cheering for him and them unless they play against me. So yeah, it's a bit hard not to have them by my side, but that's the life. And but yeah, as I said, I think he's in a good place. I'm not worried about him or their team. I think they have a good replacement as well. I think their roles are good, but I'm also in a good state and in a good place as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the year will go for both of us. And as I said, we might cross our paths very soon, and that's going to be fun.
Your individual level was a bit rough when it came to Blast in the opening. Did you feel that? Did you feel there was a reason for that? Was it maybe you being not ready back in the game, maybe too focused on what you were doing at boot camp?
No, I just think the overall confidence level just wasn't there. Yeah, I just felt like I liked 2 maps where I actually felt like I was, playing the game.
Yeah.
And the other maps were just like not there. And yeah, just need to get over it and just like not overthink too much about it. Like just need to get the confidence there and get rolling.
How hard is it? When I watch you, you can sometimes look frustrated, but you don't tilt. Like if I have a game like that, I'm full losing it. It's like, how do you still manage to do it and cool?
I mean, I don't know. It's just like after games, it's a different kind of mood. But I know, like I've been playing too long. Like I understood that in the moment, it doesn't really matter. Like I can only either bring the team down with me, or try to lift the team up. And yeah, that's what I tried to do. But obviously, I understood that I wasn't there individually.
We have been seeing though some more of the frustrations kick in from you guys as well. Is it something you've noticed turn up more in the team? Is this a conversation the NAVI guys are having, saying like, guys, this pattern's happening again?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been quite a lot of frustration, even though it's like the start of the season.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been a team for a longer time now, so obviously you tend to tilt to each other more maybe once you know each other inside out. But at the same time, I just feel like, yeah, we need to be more relaxed also. We need to enjoy the game more and, go from there.
Do you think it's quite a weird thing for you guys to go through where, say, the beginning of when this NAVI formed, there wasn't so many expectations? Obviously, then you win a lot. You're in so many grand finals. The year's looking great. Do you feel like that's where the frustrations come from? Because obviously, this change happened very quickly for you guys.
Yeah, I do think so. And I think that's pretty normal also. Like the expectations get higher and individual goals by players get higher. And sometimes you lose yourself and the team goal, kind of. Like you just need to be thinking about the team goal and not yourself. And obviously that's not saying that's all the issues, but the thing is that we kind of need to bring ourselves back to where we came from, because I think that was the strength we had.
And that's the one I was kind of get to, is like that NAVI we saw when they were doing so well was like you had this almost perfect team synergy in the game as well, right? And the way you played off each other. Do you feel like some of that got lost in when you guys didn't perform to the standards you wanted to?
Yeah, and I do feel like CS overall is a very small margin game, and a lot of our games, like a lot of times, could have went either way, and maybe we had that extra 2% to get us over the finish line. And right now it's just trying to get back to where we were, because obviously the past couple tournaments haven't been there. But yeah, I mean, we just need to. We have been having a lot of good discussions, like understanding where we came from and why we played good in some of these other tournaments.
So not just game theory, like a bit with Ula, I guess, as well.
Yeah, I mean, yes, and just overall, and just need to keep believing as well.
Is it good that you had games that were more difficult this early on, so you could kind of learn, feel better from it, know where you're at coming into an event like Katowice?
I think this Blast Bounty, it was a good experience overall. Not saying that it was only online and offline as well. The online part, it was a bit horrible for us. I mean, for me at least, is to play with 0 ping to 40 ping and your opponents have 20 ping official game. I don't know, it is so much different.
Why did you have 40 ping? Romanian internet's good. Oh no, you're in boot camp in Spain.
Barcelona, yes.
Yeah, because my mind was like, Romanian internet's really good, yeah.
Yeah, in Romania we have like 20 max, take the ping.
You guys are good.
But no, in Barcelona you have like 45, 50 maybe sometimes, and it's not that good, I would say. But yeah, like I said, it was a good experience for us because we played also Spirit, who at the moment they are the best team.
Yeah.
And we can see where are we right now, basically. And it was good to have that game.
Was it frustrating not to be able to take a map from them, especially with how crazy that overtime game was against Spirit and Ancient?
I think the Ancient we deserved we deserved a bit to have that map, and then
you had it.
We kind of choked a bit, or some rounds, I will say. Maybe we hurry up in some moments, but like I said, it was a good experience for us to learn and to see where are we in this side of the season.
All right, so you had your holidays and you actually were doing the Everlone Duo Cup and you ended up winning it with Dog. We obviously were covering that and talking about it with you. Do you ever stop playing Counter-Strike?
No. I mean, we won with Dania. Dania Everlone Cup. I was looking for the teammate to play 2v2.
The most overpowered team Counter-Strike has ever seen.
I mean, I don't know. Everyone could win on this tournament, not only us. We also lost like one map against Kyosuke and Bas, but I was looking for a teammate. I couldn't find anyone, and I wrote to Dani if he wants to play 2v2 with me, and he said, "Let's go." And
I mean, this is world number 2 and 1 on the same team.
Yes, it's okay. Bro, everyone can win this 2v2. It's a little bit of luck, a little bit of... you just need sometimes to be lucky, maybe, to win this. But it was very nice.
It was fun, right?
Yeah. The way you started the year, the way you're gonna end it, or how we say it. Like.
Oh, okay. Started with a 2v2 win, ends it with a major win. Maybe. For you, though, OG to Cloud9 to G2. I look at this as like huge progression, but obviously someone who is wanted by teams. You've also had to change roles the whole time, the whole way through of doing this. You said on an interview that like you can do anything, whatever a team needs you to do. You mean anything, right?
I mean, basically, yes, because like in OG I played anchor lurker, and then some position I was second star. In C9 I was like kind of main star with also lurk and also anchor. So like I was mixing everything. And in G2 I'm like kind of full anchor and lurker. So it's fine for me. Like I don't really mind it because I think I just do what, like basically what I said in any interview, that I will do what each team needs.
But not a lot of players are willing to do that. Do you understand? Like you're very unique in that sense. Is that something you wanted to try and do always?
I mean, maybe I just see it a bit differently, the way like in CS, because I know some players are just saying like, I'll play only this or only this. But for me, I don't really care because I think like some people may disrespect like any role, like any anchor role, because like it's not a star role and you don't have all the kills, all the equals or like whatever, your stats are not the best, but I guess it's like really important role, and yeah, like it can do so much in like really close games, and I think some people underestimate them, like in a way of only role, like being an anchor. But I think it's really important role, and it's not easy to do it. And maybe people just want to, yeah, like be in the action all the time, because as an anchor, you don't have action all the time. So a lot of time maybe sleepy, and then when they pop, yeah, and then maybe if they pop, then like you're like, oh, like I was sleepy a bit, but you need to be focused every round as well. It's like any other position, but with a bit less of action.
How do you keep that focus in those situations? Because, yeah, I can imagine you sit there, nothing's happening on your site again and again and again, and then all of a sudden, oh, yeah, need to go.
I mean, you just need to be in the game, right? Talk. Like for me, something like since I joined G2, they told me like even if you're not feeling the game or they're not coming to you, all this stuff, like you need to be in the moment and talk a lot and help the teammates and support them. It doesn't matter if they come to you or not. Like you're a team in the end. It's not only like one guy game, so you just need to be in the moment, talk a lot, and enjoy the game.
How are you coming into Katowice? Home crowd advantage?
I mean, you know, it's pretty easy. 40 minutes by car, even 30 if you go fast, you know, from Krakow. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's nice to play in Katowice again. I would like to see maybe playoffs, and hopefully the crowd will cheer for G2 and for me. You know, and this is what I'm aiming for, obviously.
Now, you bring a new roster once again to here. We see things change up. Heavy God comes into the team. What has impressed you so far the most about Heavy God?
Versatile. I think that he can do everything, and he's really a polite guy and really nice, I would say. It's pretty easy to play with him. It's not a hard guy, you know. He may be sometimes a little bit tilt too much, you know, but mostly when he's playing FaZe it.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I think he reminds me a little bit of me when I was younger and playing with VP. I was also trying like every role, so I think it's good for him to just try his best. But I think at some point of his career, he should stick to one.
So you're trying to tell him from experience, like, okay, let's maybe just get into this, feel comfortable, it makes things easier. For you, though, we're looking at, like, G2 always getting a lot of criticism. People love to focus on you. But you don't care about this, do you? You've never cared about this stuff. You've always been able to deal with it very well.
I mean, you know, people always tell shit, you know, about me. And even when I was in VP and, let's say, top 5 in the world as a player, it was the same, you know? Like, people like to say some shit stuff about you. It's whatever, you know, I don't care. I mean, the only thing I care is when I feel I play like shit, then I will admit it. And I mean, last month wasn't the best, I would say, yeah. Ile is dragging me down a little bit, you know.
Polska górą.
He's been learning. He's been doing good.
I mean, you know, like some of the tournaments, let's say even last year, like at the end, Shanghai Major and I think Singapore, it wasn't that bad for me. I mean, even though I don't care about rating, you know, like this, it's more about like when I feel like sometimes I can clutch the runs or win the pistols or just do my kills. I'm happy about that. But like, let's say last tournament was pretty tough for me individually. I couldn't like hit my shots. I wasn't happy about that. But you know, like I think it's just the start of the season, and like I can play better for sure. And I hope Katowice.
Does this feel like you guys are, right now, favourites for Katowice? If you're being honest. Don't tell me. Don't. So that means they're going to win just for us to keep going through this? No?
No. That was troll.
You're going to throw? Troll. Oh, okay, throw. I thought you were going to throw. You're not throwing. No match fixing.
Just playing bad.
Just playing bad.
Yeah.
Isn't that all the time?
It's all the time, yeah.
You just do it for Donk. To make his stats better, make him look better.
To make the game interesting for people. You know, like to find a balance.
Yeah.
But I can throw the molo on them and they will not be winning. Or I can make some team kills.
Just start flashing your teammates.
Yeah, it happened.
Okay, I'm going to set you a goal. First game of Katowice, I need you to flash 4 teammates. Can you do it?
Like 4 teammates at the same time.
Or just across the whole game, I'm fine. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, okay, I'm doing that.
Yes, let's go. I'm very sorry for all Spirit fans, but he needs to give the other teams a chance, right? We have to be fair.
No. They have all the chances.
Because of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're giving them the chances because of you.
No. If you say that I'm giving them a chances, it means that they're not favorites to win, but anyone can fuck us.
Last year, yeah, think back to last year when we were here. First time we saw Spirit coming to a really big event, and you went on to win Katowice. How different do you feel as a person and a player through everything you've been through in the last year?
Championships does not feel that interesting from the point that, I wanted 4 years to play here because I'm playing already here and I won some of them, so it's not that exciting, but still kind of higher expectations. And you think you're okay only with win, and probably if you have your individual performance not that good and you'll win anyways, you'll probably not be okay anyways. So.
And what about as a person, not as a player? Like, do you feel how much you have grown as a player through going through these wins, also going through some losses? Do you see the difference in yourself?
Yeah, obviously, because there is a lot more experience and a lot more confidence from the point that you don't think that some of the best players or best teams, they're like way beyond your understanding of the game or your mechanics. But still, I think at some point, I was playing better a year ago than right now.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
Why do you think that is? Because I know we spoke at Blast and you said like there's some things you've done to try and change it to be a better player. So do you understand what you need to do?
Yeah, but I need time to apply all of that and to check and to see how it's working and all of that stuff. But even if you open stats, for example, you'll see the difference between the start of the year and the end of it. So,
do you want to defend this trophy? Do you believe you will make it to playoffs?
I don't know. I think for us it should be hard tournament because all of teams can watch us in Blast and do a lot of preparation to us. And also a lot of teams was not in good shape on Blast and start of season. Yeah, new teams, new players, a lot of roster change. And now I think they play really better and they can do good preparation for us and it should be really hard for us. And I think playoff is good point for us. No, we don't think about win or something like that. I think we need just go to server, maybe win, maybe lose, I don't know, but sometimes.
See how it goes. And I got to ask one last thing. Hallie, is he here?
Yes, it's here already. Yeah, yes, he's coming.
Okay, so you did Blast Bounty in the hardest way possible. Now you got Katowice with Hallie. Easier.
No.
I tried.
No. It's not easy. I don't know. All teams better than we are, but yeah.
I love their mentality, but we'll have to see how it goes throughout the whole tournament. Thank you very much, Robert. I will leave you alone.
Hello, Kerrigan. Welcome to Katowice. Once again, a big project change for you with John in there. I know Bounty perhaps wasn't ideal for you guys, but I also think that online is not your favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we wanted to go to the finals and get some LAN experience, right? But also I think it gave us not a wake-up call, but kind of like, okay, there are some issues we can work on. It is a change, I would say, that is not focused on the honeymoon phase. I would say when we got frozen in, we were in a very good direction when Ross left the team, and we just kind of set him in the team. Now we have changed a lot of basics of the team. Things I have seen the past year I want to change. And I think with John coming in now, we can all kind of like figure out a new way of approach the game and change a lot of basics. So it's going to take a longer time than I usually would say we need.
Okay, because I remember last year I was talking to you, I think it was around Cologne, and it was that situation where you were experimenting with the calling kind of differently or more fluid or not. Do you feel, looking back now, that that was all lessons you learned that you're now going to put into this new lineup? There's one person you changed, but the impact is big.
Not really. I think one of the reasons why we had to change some approaches there was because we don't really have a secondary caller. We didn't have a vocal voice in the mid rounds. We had sometimes Roki, sometimes Frozen did some things, but we didn't really have a set guy who can kind of direct the group with me or take in big initiative in what he wants to do in a certain area of the game. And John is that. So that means we are changing some positions. We are getting used to each other. And John stayed with me for 2-3 weeks. We discussed a lot of CS and kind of how he approaches, how we approach it. So there is, normally I would say the player has to adapt to us, but we are definitely also adapting to him. So there will be hiccups, but I'm in here for the long run, and we need to make sure we have our basics covered, and hopefully they're good enough here in Katowice.
New year, new phase, of course. Perhaps a bounty wasn't exactly the start you wanted, but maybe that's also not the environment you thrive in.
Yeah, I mean, it's been some time since we played some online CS. It's probably the worst CS I played in a while, I think. I mean, yeah, that was a cool experience, but it feels good to be back online.
Yeah, I can imagine Katowice is also very important, of course, for the formation of a new lineup. Now, tell me about the goals for you for this year, because a lot of people are theorizing about how you had a great year, but maybe the configuration of the team wasn't ideal for you to be your very best. How do you feel about that? Or more positively, how do you feel about the lineup as it stands now?
Well, I would leave the last year to be the last year. Yeah, I mean, we have a new member, right? We're fresh with John now, so we're getting to know each other a bit, see how he works, how we work, and I think we're just trying to find synergy at the moment with the things we have, and I think goal through this or like for this tournament would be just to improve game by game, because it will be very easy to say that we want to go to the not playoffs, finals again, but I mean there's so many games to play, right? And I mean we need to beat so many good teams that are here, and everyone wants to win this tournament. Yeah, I mean I think just a step by step for now, and but so far very impressed by John.
Yeah. What specifically?
I mean just his attitude, his skills in game. I mean he has some skills that I don't think I ever seen at a player yet. It's like hard to explain, but you can easily see while watching him that he's putting so many hours into like perfecting his aim, the clearing of the angles, and all these things that I could read about the league before he would join our team. I can see why people say it, and I can see why it's true.
But still, you're probably like, whoa, this is a guy from NACS and he's doing this? What the hell?
I mean, I had my respect for Elise for a long time because, I mean,
I was joking.
No, of course, but no, just to put it out there, I mean, he's been one of the rifles that I respected for a long time because he's from the NA, but he's still one of the best rifles that CSGO, CS2 has. So, yeah.
How are your teammates?
I mean, they've been great. I mean, everything that you've probably seen on camera and stuff is what you'd probably expect. So that's a really good thing. So everyone has been awesome. I've been really enjoying it. So yeah, super excited to get the season started.
So no one's fake is what you mean.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, sometimes you can't tell like on camera, but yeah, everything like they're as awesome as you'd expect.
You want to drop a name of someone who is fake?
Whoa, we can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. We can't do that. Anyway, it's nice to see you. Tell me about, the expected question, goals at Kato. I know you're going to say we're a new team, blah, blah, blah. But for you, I feel like for the player of your caliber, going a long time without having like this result that you can really be proud of is probably really annoying, right? So you probably want to get the results already.
I mean, for me, the goal is to win off the bat. I mean, I came to win, and we're here already. I mean, obviously we didn't do great at like the Blast Bounty online, but I mean that's whatever. Like that's an online tournament, so I think everyone's gonna level up for the LAN. I think that we're gonna show up really strong here. So yeah, I'm super excited to get started.
Awesome. I'm excited to see it. Enjoy your lunch.